Welcome back, Zombie Slayers, to part 5 of my high round strategy guide for the Riese. And we're kicking off part 5 with some World of War gameplay. Round 25 here. And what we're doing here on this occasion is starting in this area near spawn, coming up through the automobile garage towards Double Tap. You see how quickly we're moving through here. I'm not even going to wait down there because of how quickly the zombies will spawn in up top here. And we're just going to take out a few of them with the Barracuda, and then we'll be dropping down. Now I'll hit the switch here. Because most of the zombies are spawned in now, this will take out a whole heap of them as they come through from the spawn area. And I'm just going to watch up top and make sure I'm looking out for those zombies that do spawn on the other side of the trap. So I think it's about a 2-shot kill now for the regular zombies with this gut shot, but still a 1-shot kill for the dogs, especially with a headshot. Okay, so the trap's pretty much finished, and what I'll do is come up here to the teleporter and just camp up here, and we'll take out as many as we can before we have to use that. Alright, so let's take the teleporter here and head back to spawn. And you can go one of two ways here. I choose to go to the left on this occasion. I'm not even going to hang around and see what that drop is. And we're going to get up the stairs really quickly here. We're not going to linger due to the fact that some zombies will probably be spawning up top here. Now this time around I'm going to do something a little bit different just to mix things up. What I'm going to do is head through to the other teleporter. I don't think we've used this one yet. And I'm actually going to throw a monkey bomb here and try and group up the zombies and get a few points by using the MG on them. In solo you don't use monkeys quite as much because you don't have to be reviving your teammates obviously. But sometimes it's good to use it just to build up a few points for use on the traps and teleporters. Alrighty, so we're going to head up around through the automobile garage area. It looks like we've got a few dogs coming from the use of the teleporter there. I'm not sure why I went back and double tracked there and came back up because that really nearly got myself killed. So fortunately, I managed to throw a monkey at that point, get myself out of trouble. Alright, that seems to be the end around 25. So at this point what I'm going to do is just build up a few windows along the route that I take. That just slows the zombies down so I don't have to worry about getting caught by a zombie jumping through a window in front of me as I run up those stairs and those little confined areas of the map. In this window, if you keep that closed, then that stops the zombies jumping through when you've turned on the trap. So it's a little bit painful to have to go and board up the windows, and certainly not the most exciting thing to watch, but it does help a little bit in this map. Unlike some of the new Black Ops maps where boarding up windows really does next to nothing for you, especially those maps like Call of the Dead where they spawn straight out of the ground. Okay, so let's flip across here to Black Ops and see what's going on. We've got a dog round here. So I'll pretty much be able to wipe out the dogs with the Wonderwolf and the Betties. So I did get a little bit of splash damage here from using the Wonderwolf, but thankfully this is Black Ops, so it's not going to do me too much harm. Unlike in World at War, where basically that would have meant that my jug was no longer going to be working for me. Okay, so I'm just going to kill the last few dogs with betties just so I can save my ammo because I haven't got heaps of ammo left in the Wonderwaff and I want to keep a full magazine for when I get the max ammo. I thought I had a betty up here, but turns out I didn't. So we'll use one more round there. Alrighty, so I managed to find the last betty there that we can use on the dog. And we can head into round 27. Okay, so it's basically just the same old strategy that we've shown before in this strategy guide. It just gets, you have to do it a little bit quicker, and you have to move on a little bit quicker the higher the round gets. And obviously the zombies get harder to kill with regular weaponry. So I'll drop down here and hit the trap again. Now, one thing I'll mention is that I'm really glad that Treyarch eventually released the classic map packs in Black Ops for everyone else, because I had them right from the outset due to the fact that I got the hardened edition of Black Ops, but I can tell you that when you went online and tried to hook up with the random lobby online, there were often only a handful of people using those remastered Black Ops Zombies classic maps. You know, there might have been 20 or 30 people playing each map in total worldwide, as opposed to the World at War versions, which you'd have, you know, 300 or 400 people on each map. So thankfully now we have the Resurrection map pack that they've released where everyone can get these classic maps, and if you're a Zombies fan, it's well worth it because you get the 4 classic maps plus the new Moon map, which is, in my opinion, one of the very best all-time maps. And these classic maps are really, really good. They're really fun to play. Some of them are quite challenging, like Verrucht and the Black Ops version of Noctur and Toten. Are quite challenging, and they're good fun to play. Plus, the Black Ops versions of them, you have some of the new wonder weapons in them as well. Like Noctur and Toten has the Thunder Gun, not the Wonder Gun, and Verrucht has the Winter's Howl in it. Not that I'm a big fan of that weapon. Shino Numa has the Wonderwaff as well. And Riese has the Wonderwaff. So they're a lot of fun to play, and it's great that we've got a lot of more people now in the lobbies playing these classic maps. I actually sent a tweet to Treyarch asking them when they're going to release them, and a few weeks later they did. So that was really really good that they did that. Even though I already had them, obviously I get more people to play with now. Now, if you go back and play these World at War versions of these same maps in a random lobby, unfortunately now World at War has got so many hackers that you'll have people using God mode and flying around the map with their no-clip on. Basically, from round 1, you'll know straight away because they'll fly off and link all the teleporters up straight away, which is really, really annoying and frustrating for those of us that want to play legitimately. And for that reason, I'll only play basically solo back on the World at War maps, or play with friends that have World at War in Zombies. But it's really sad because World at War, the multiplayer in World at War was my favorite multiplayer for Call of Duty, and now it's basically unplayable unless you have a private match, because of the amount of hackers that are out there. And Activision and Treyarch, they're well aware that this is happening, but I think just due to the sheer scope of it, it's almost like the riots in London, and where there was just so many rioters that the police would just basically ignore what was going on, and yeah, with the hackers in World at War, basically they're aware of it, they know what's happening, but there's just so many of them that I think that they can only ban a handful of them, and the others just basically get to do what they like and ruin it for everyone else. And I really feel sorry for those people that go out and buy World at War brand new, because it's still for sale in the shops and online, and if you went out and bought that and tried to play it online, you'd basically want your money back. As you can tell, I'm pretty frustrated and angry with that whole situation, and I really think that Treyarch and Activision, for the amount of money they made off World at War, they should be doing a lot more to fix that issue. Okay, so doing pretty comfortably here in the Black Ops version of Riese, and we're just throwing a few zombies with the trap there. We'll just be heading back through to the teleporter now. Alrighty, so I might take the teleporter at this point, and what I'll do is head left this time and go up through the animal testing laboratories. Now there is another trap just here at the entrance to this area that you can use as well. I don't tend to use that trap too much, for whatever reason. Now at this point, I'm starting to run out of ammo in the Gibsomatic, so I'm going to actually head down and back around to the Thompson area so I can get some more ammo. And I'm just waiting for the zombie train to catch up with me, so hopefully there won't be too many coming back the other way. But as you can see, I do get a few coming down from up top, so it gets a little bit on the dodgy side, but not too bad. And I've still got monkeys if I really get into trouble here, but thankfully we manage. And you can actually do like a zombie train strategy around the Thompson area, and group them up around that middle area of the Thompson room. But wherever possible, if I don't need to do that sort of thing, I would prefer to do a circuit type strategy, just because it's more fun to play that way. And it looks like we've only got 1 or 2 zombies left here for round 28. So I try to make a crawler out of one of them here, but unfortunately I don't. So they're pretty hard to damage at round 28 with a grenade. Never mind. All I need to do here is basically try and board up a couple of these windows to give myself a little bit of extra time when the round restarts. So I'm just going to do that. Board up a couple of key windows up through here. It's a little bit annoying having to do this with the zombie chasing me, but that's where it goes. And you don't have to actually board them up all the way unless you really want to. 2 or 3 boards will do it, just enough to slow the zombies down when they start coming in at the start of the round. So he's a persistent little bugger, but we're nearly done here, and that should do us right about there. So let's head back down and we'll be able to start round 29. And after we're done here, we'll be able to move on to round 29. So that is basically part 5 of this video series, guys, and what we'll be doing is moving on to round 6 very, very shortly, to be continued. But for now, thank you very much for watching.